Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm bringing the top 10 games outside the BGG Top 1000. The BGG Top 1000, right, so in this particular video it's all about games which are not in the top 1000 games according to everyone else who's rated games. Now, somebody on the channel, I believe it was, asked me for my top 10 games outside the top 1000 list. It's very interesting. Knockmal just missed out. I think it was the next game above Rallyman. So it was in 1025, I believe. So already this list has changed. But there are a few games which are notable that have just disappeared out of this list. And there's some great games. So there are some other games on here, like Little Island, I believe it was, which I haven't played yet, and Little Town, which are also just outside the top 1000 list, which I haven't played. As you can see, there are 10 of these 25 games that I have played, so there are lots of great games in here, as you'll see. Now, Rallyman GT isn't a game I enjoyed. It's very much rolling dice, and it was very dull and boring for me. I think the rating is as high as it is because of Kickstarter. People have been getting this game on Kickstarter. Let me know in your comments what your thoughts on about it as well. And aside from that, you can play on Board Game Arena. I think that might be another reason why people might be kind of interested in it. Who knows? But of course, please ensure you like the video. Do, of course, let other people know about this top 10 list. There's many others in this playlist. You can find top 10 playlists as well. But next up, we have Blueprints, another game involving dice. I do give a much better rating of 7 out of 10. Logged plays 2 compared to log plays for 3. Yes, I can't play every game all the time. I've played 41 games 41 times. And in this particular one, I know that's very high compared to most people. I think only 6 people have played more games more times. And in this particular one, it's a game involving certain dice to do certain combinations, maybe stacks and stuff like that. It's very nice. It's very good. It's obviously my rating very much reflects pretty much what the rating is on here, 6.8. I mean, I could play it again. It's not way up there, and given the choice, I may well play something else. Interesting game by Z-Man. At this point, of course, please ensure you check out the description and follow via Instagram, over 2,200 photos, and support the channel via Patreon via that link. So next up, we have Fog of Love. Now, I believe actually, I thought I played this with a bloke, but in fact, I played it with a woman who hadn't played it with her boyfriend. It's a very bizarre situation, let's say, playing people in relationships playing with different other people in other relationships, which maybe is kind of what it's about. Of course, my rating is very similar to this one, even closer, 6.9 to 7. And maybe this was a point whereby I hadn't considered more about what I might give it. It's nice. I mean, I'm keen to play it again. I'm up for playing it again. Bluffing, card game deduction. Yes, basically, are you suitable companions for what's going on? I found it enjoyable, very different, and it is, as it says, semi-cooperative. I definitely agree with that. I think the semi-nature of it definitely is one of those marmitey things. Not everyone really is into semi-co-ops. I know lots of people who are not, and that might not work for you. So I can see that the negatives in this game, but still, it's just outside that top 1000, and hence in this list as I have played it. The next one up in a 1018, Jump Drive, very low rating for me. I've just had some poor experiences with it. Just the one play. I have played other games in the series, such as Race for the Galaxy. I just really haven't bought into it much. The more games I've played, especially Roll, which I have preferred. I know it's a very close call between the two. It's the same universe. It doesn't really work for me. I think the high rating, or 7 rating at least, is because other people have very much enjoyed it, similar to the others. The last person to rate it also gave it 4. And yeah, I think in this particular thing that they found about it is, yeah, it's bland. I agree with that completely. Yeah, it's very interesting. They just found it, they just kind of got rid of it. That's how it was for them. But a few other high ratings up here as well. Another person, yeah. So they also found there's been an interesting thing. I mean, it's quite interesting. I don't know. You'd think it wouldn't be a massive difference. Let's check out The City just to see this one. Okay, blimey, 10 years ago. Okay. Next up, Catan card game. Yes, this was recorded in 2021, December 2021, for a 2021 December seasonal specials. So this is over the festive period. Catan, the card game. Catan card game. I've played multiple versions of Catan. I've played about 20 different versions. Now, Michelle Klein is involved again. She's involved in Stone Age art as well. So I do like the game. It's a good rating. I don't really recall what else I gave it. I played it 9 times. I just prefer other ones. And yeah, it's like Catan. It does its job. I just prefer Rivals for Catan, which is way better, as you can see. In addition to that, it's one of my most watched videos, Rivals for Catan. Much high rating, much prefer it. Highly recommend this one by Klaus Teuber. Next up, Cockroach Poker in at 1011. This is an 8 out of 10 for me. I used to own it. I used to own the Cockroach Poker Royal version. It's a good bluffing game, passing stuff around. I think Shove It Down is a kind of group that really kind of brought this to the fore. It works. It's an interesting. I'm glad some people doesn't play rates for this. It just doesn't really stretch my mind to really make this game fantastic. Okay, next up we have Plague Inc. in at 1010, and yes, I give this game a 6 out of 10. It's fine. I played this over in Ipswich, I believe it was. I turned up to a board game event for the first time, brought some games with me, and very flattering. They said, "Wow, we've never had someone be so cool when they introduced games." And said, "Oh yeah, wow, you want to play games too?" Quite cool die here. Yeah, of course, I don't own the game. I played it somewhere else. It did feel a bit. It's quite pandemic-like, but of course, it's not cooperative. It is a crowdfunding-based game. I don't know if that's why people have rated it higher than it is. Are people doing that? I think there's a good plot about it. Okay, they played it, blimey, so that's a pretty low rating. So, of course, we only have another game or so to go. We have Witch's Brew. Now, I wanted to play this game because I knew, hence the one play, I wanted to play Broom Service. I haven't played Broom Service yet, but my rating is currently a 5. I will be talking about the next game and then talking to you about this overall ranking as well. And let's move on. And here we have Quarto. I think we'll do one more game after this because I think there's another one just beyond this one. So Quarto, I do like the game, to be honest. It's just a bit, it's abstract, it's themeless. The time to play isn't too long. I think it's quite solvable. I think that's the issue I find with the game. I believe you can play it online, but it just doesn't work for me. I think there are other alternatives by Gigamike. But this is number one, my number one game outside the top 1000. Maybe with you guys, you'd be interested in playing it. Maybe you'll increase it in its rank and get it higher than 1004. Let's quickly peep inside that list now and have a look at what else is on there. And yes, I really enjoyed this game. Played it 6 times. The person who I knew had the copy of it, got it for I think under £10 in a department store. He found that he never won, I think, as the Alliance, Rebel Alliance, and I happened to win for the first time. I think it might have been the Rebellion. And yeah, I've won every time since, and very much enjoyed the game. And yeah, it's a great game. Like the Queen's Gambit, it's really thematic. Probably one of my favourite Star Wars games. And let's have a look and see what else is in this list to see, of course, what else is there. So we have this other game. We have The Reckoners. We have Black Sonata. I haven't played that yet. We'll go to the next page in a second. While the games are just outside the list, talked about Encore Fleet. Of course, my rating there. Ticket Ride London, just outside as well. Insider, Craft Wagon. And I've played a certain version of that as well, the V6 version, Machikoro. Dementello Tales, all the way down to Men at Work. I haven't played Orchard yet, actually. Peloponnese as well, and very much enjoyed that game I was going to get. Fairy Tale, haven't played that yet. Rise of Augustus, big fan of that. Another Exit game, and one of the first ones I played, GIF. I only played that online, actually, so as you can see, I'm keen to play that again. New York 1901, keen to play that. The Game, I enjoyed. And of course, the Fire version. Blockers Duo, I've seen it at a charity shop, never played it. Epic Adventures Unlock, 3 plays of that. Sanyo Takuba, thought about playing that one. Rise of Tribes. Marvel Splendor, Splendor Marvel, just like the regular one. Obviously, lots of plays of poker. And then we have Castle Panic over there. So let's have a quick look inside the other list to see what's inside the top 1000 that I've just played as well. So what do we have? Well, we've got the Big Book of Madness, bought and sold on, as you can see. When I Dream, enjoy playing that. Herbaceous, very much memory-based of When I Dream. That's my Fish. Project Elite, tried that one out as well. Number 9, enjoyed that. Ice Cool was fine. Dexterity, Batman Gotham, Chronicles, fine as well. Very expensive bits. Zando's good but hard. You can see a video on the channel for that too. As for Rise of Augustus. Ember's Void was fine, by the person who does Sleeping Gods. Ryan Lockhart. And then we've got Cat Lady, obviously the app version I've got, we're bringing that too. Mr. Jack in New York, in officer number 6. 6 is out of 10 there, but it's fine. I think I just prefer maybe the other one. Terror at Maple City, 5. Smash Up 5. Quarriors 5. Dream Home 6.8. Diamonds, yeah, I didn't like that. 2 Rooms and a Boom. Hardback, Paris, obviously Archaeology, Watson and Holmes, love that. Honshu used to have, obviously that's on the channel too. Soro, Unlock Escape Adventures, Squeak and Sausage in particular. Legends of 5 Rings, the card game. Shadow Hunters, Explorers North Sea. Fortune and Glory, massive box. Whistle Stop, another train game. Motenai, if I was said that right. Lupin Louis, used to have that too. Haggis, and there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Looking forward to bringing you the next video very soon.